Up and Techers. I'm here with Fox, who's going to also help me commentate.
How you doodling?
You may notice the voice from the last commentating on my 1v1, which he did a very good job in.
Thank you very much, Jack.
Fox, how you feeling about this 1v1 with these two?
I am very excited to see this. I have to say, Techers is maybe the person I've known longest in the crew and the community at the moment. I came across him a few months back, been racing with him relatively regularly, and then he introduced me to you lot in pros. And then I've, been digging my way into the community a little bit deeper. It's a nice place to be.
It is.
I'm really looking forward to finally getting to spectate Jacob race and getting a new insight into his driving style and techs. It should be an interesting proposition. Any thoughts from yourself, Jack? You know Jacob very well. We know this.
I do know Jacob very well, and I know he has many world records that a lot of people were gobsmacked about at the times he was getting. However, I have seen him in public ways where he has not been consistent. Let's hope that's not the problem today, Jacob. But honestly, I can see this being a very good battle between the two of them. As long as they don't get any silly mistakes, but I'd rather call it rockstar logic. If me and Fox do mess up our sentences, I just woke up.
And we're not professional at this yet. You have to remember that this is the second time for both of us. Jack's done one on his own, I've done one on my own, and this is our first time together. So please bear with us, and any feedback, as long as it's constructive and just not your pricks, will be greatly appreciated.
Yes. Hold on a minute.
And
Fisher, I'm going to swing you a party invite quickly. Wait, I don't know, I'm starting to set, just invite official. Right, let's have a look at these comments.
yeah, so we're just waiting for Tex to reconnect. I think he's just having to restart his app or something here. We all know that there's sometimes connection issues with Rockstar services, with it being peer-to-peer. It would sometimes be more stable if they had actual centralised servers that we all connected to.
Well, the Rockstar friends list just actually worked properly.
That too, Jack. That too. That would just be that'd just be beneficial.
As you know, I was supposed to stream Xenarcher's and Alex's, but Rockstar didn't allow it because the friends list wasn't working, and Extremes and Fox Tracks. The winners out of them.
It's why we've also done it this way. We've set up the friend session and invited Jacob and Tex for them to then launch the job from. It gets us around that private session issue so we can spectate. So in the future, if we're streaming or Jack's streaming, then we'll do it that way, or invite him to the friend session beforehand.
Fox? Yeah, Fox.
Yep.
So Extreme and Fox Track 1?
Yeah.
It's going off wins, isn't it?
I believe so. That's what it was saying in chat.
Okay, so Fox Track 1, his 1v1 against Sir Extreme, aka Tommy Vortex, and Xenarcher 1 against Alex. So those two will be going on to the next round. Who is? Yeah. Or you. You haven't done your 1v1 yet.
Yeah, it's we've still got some cracking matches coming up. As Jack was just saying, we've got...
There he is. Both competitors are in the lobby.
Let me pull up the images so I can get up the brackets properly, so I don't stumble over my words and make any silly errors that I shouldn't be making at this point. I mean, I'm in this 1v1 tournament. I should know the opponent lineup properly.
Have a good night, Lawson. thanks for stopping by, and enjoy doing your homework for those. If it's math questions, ask me.
Right. Tex is now back in the lobby. I'm gonna wish both of the guys good luck now.
Good luck for what?
Yep. Best of luck to Subtit and Tex.
You know, I always thought it was fixed it.
It could well be that it would, you know, that would be the more family-friendly version of that name.
I just assumed because he works on cars as well.
I assumed with it being GTA. Okay, now that really does make sense. I just went with GTA.
Yeah.
I just went with it being a GTA name. But yeah, fixed it. Makes a lot of sense.
For people who don't know as well, I'm Tex changed his names from Immortal Techers.
Yes.
That's what his previous username would be. So you might
you will have come across Immortal a few times, and he has been racing regularly on a couple of people's streams, I believe. He's been racing recently with See My Build and Ventura and that lot. Keno he's been up against recently. He's been really testing his mettle and pushing himself to his limit.
Hold on.
It's already starting to sweat, and the racing has not even started.
It's because we didn't put in the chat that we're ready.
Oh, I thought we were waiting. I put that we were good to start. Put that we were basically good to start. I thought we were waiting for Tex.
Right.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Slight misunderstanding. I'd have put that in the message group quite a long time ago. Right. Good luck to both of you. Let's hear them engines revving. Oh, Jack, how are you feeling now? It's all about to kick off.
Big drops their first race. As a lot of people know, it just comes down to them speed boosts.
Yeah.
Oh, them lucky speed boosts.
And we saw with Cyrod and Tuncer that different races seem to have different places where they get the speed boost as well, which creates a very interesting race.
Yeah. Friendly honk.
I believe when me and Tate did a practice run on this, we ended up like 0.2 or 0.3 seconds apart at the end as well. It really was not a lot.
Jacob is great boosting off those curves.
But was he managing to do it? He didn't seem to gain the speed that you'd necessarily associate with a brake boost, did he there, Jack? Tate is still ahead. But where's that speed come from Jacob there on the final part of the hill?
The lead. I'm Techers has not set his settings correctly, I don't think. I'm not sure.
No, he's not. Oh,
he has
no,
not.
I can't. Oh, hello. Hello, official.
He has
joined
not.
that party.
Techers, man. Yeah. Unfortunately, we cannot spectate Techers.
No, that is a shame. But I'm doing as much as I can to rotate the camera around occasionally to get glimpses of him while he's behind, and hopefully he'll be nicely in the race at points so we can see his car.
Jacob's got them high revs.
That's the camera. Techers maybe up to half a second behind at the moment, coming into this corner. Up onto the bank jump.
That's the first cut.
Nice car control from Jacob. Keeps the engine revs high. Nice. Makes it up there lovely. Into the loop. Techers is just behind. He's maybe about 100 metres, 150 metres behind at this moment. I'm not going to be able to see him on the hill. His camera angle will not let me. He's just taken off the jump as well. He is about half a second behind at this point, unfortunately. Come on.
The amount of times I've
Looking good from Jacob. Like, Jacob is just getting slightly better boosts here and there. Lag smash on the fence. Giving his car a bit of a bent door. It's just falling behind slightly.
He could get it back in this jump.
It's really not over yet. We saw how far Tuncer came back from in Cyrod versus Tuncer.
Oh, Jacob! Jacob! Jacob!
Jacob! No!
Oh!
No!
No way!
He tried to play the risky play there. He let off and braked a little bit too hard.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Unlucky.
Oh,
as long as he
drama.
doesn't DNF. Just the first race.
No, he got a kind respawn there. It was a relatively quick respawn. And that's the second race I've seen skipping that boost. Saving that dodgy wobble you can get off it.
By the way, guys, it does come down to most wins. It was discussed in the tournament chat last night, and it's the person who has the most wins out of that race.
Yeah, so Jacob is not out of the running yet at all.
Absolutely not. So if they DNF, they're not going to lose. It just means they won't have that win. There's 7 races, isn't there?
Yep.
7 races.
And Jacob hits the checkpoint.
I thought you jumped it then.
Unlucky Jacob. Nice drive, Tech. Just held your cool.
That's a nice
Did enough to get the win. Right. Tex also, I have to say, like, Tex has got one of them characters in game that you just hate to get killed by because of the emoji face. You know what I mean? It just rub it in. It just add extra salt. It's just that bloody smiley, bloody fat happy face.
Extra salt to the wound. Fox, do you know what their tracks are?
I'm not sure of their order, Jack. We're going to have to play it as it comes.
Do you know what their tracks are?
Gauntlet and Wall Climb. I'm not sure whose is whose though.
Jacob, yeah, Jacob's got the world record on Wall Climb.
And next up we have Pier Race.
Pier Race.
And as I described yesterday, and then as a couple of you may have seen while racing with me yesterday, I have a propensity of either screwing the tube exits up or hitting every barrier on this track. As much as I really like this track, I hate it at the same time.
It's just your reaction
I can't drive
time.
it fast.
There's no need to worry.
Drive it fast.
It's just your reaction time, Fox.
Yeah, I will get there. I'll get there. At some point, it'll snap into place.
Oh, Jacob's crashed already.
He did have the nicest start off the line.
He did.
I think Tex had maybe looked away from the playlist for a second. I didn't hear him get the boost.
That is unfortunate.
But it's like, you can gain so much time on these tube exits. Like, this is in no way over for Jacob. But Tex has bought himself a little bit of a safety net. He's got, what's that, maybe second and a half Jack between them at the moment.
I will be honest, Tekkers hasn't got anyone watching him. Jacob's got what? My stream plus me and
Yeah,
Fox.
Jacob has got a considerable amount of pressure on him.
He has.
But he's going to be able to handle it. We all know Jacob's good. He just needs to settle into his flow.
I have told people to sort their settings out, but I don't know where I've done it right. Because unfortunately, he's brake boosting off curbs again. I need to learn that skill,
Jacob's
man.
Catching up some speed. Just pay attention to what he's doing right now, Jack. This lad knows what he's doing with brake boosting.
Catching up.
You can steal a little bit of insight off him here. See his timing on the curbs.
Oh, he's going to pull that first.
He is. He's pulled it back. He's jumped ahead with a nice low exit. It was wonderfully low from Jacob. He just undercut Tex.
Fox.
Yep.
What's your opinion on all this brake boosting off curbs?
Now, I'm one for if you can't beat them, join them motto, so I'm not overly salty about it or nothing. I just can't get it. I just can't get it. Like it's to do with my age and reaction times. Like mechanics in games are a bit beyond my grasp sometimes, but I'll do my best to learn them, and I appreciate the people that do and are willing to try and teach people. Like there's no point really getting salty about a mechanic, is there? You know, you just have to try and go with it. And Jack, you're good enough without brake boosting. Don't learn it, lad.
I have no clue. I've done it once on a track and I was spun out.
You've got, like, imagine you'll be taking seconds off some of your world records with brake boosting. Fuck off, lad. Get out. Nah. For Jack, yeah. For everybody else.
I think it's the only time I can curb boost is like trench 2. That's the main one.
Jacob's pulling. Yeah, he's pulled away slightly further than Tex had after the error from Jacob. He just needs to, just nice and smooth, settle into his flow. Chase them curves nicely, get their engine revs high.
Even though he crashed, he has gained a good lead on Tuckers.
Yep, that's following his natural lines now. Lovely. Nice and low.
It's risky on the front bumper as well. That is risky.
Just pointing the nose down, just to try and get the car down as early as possible, right, Jack? That's what that does. Like the bottom of the car acts a little bit like a motorcycle. It pulls the car certain directions a little bit, right?
Yeah, but have you ever landed on your front bumper and spun out?
Oh, I have. It's like, we all know that the Emirates is prone to bricking, and that it is more risky in this car than others. But I was just running it by you that mechanic is a thing, because some people aren't 100% sure. It's just not as powerful as the bike. It will not let you go up to the top of the skybox. You can pull yourself slightly left or right, a bit further forward on the jump, or pull yourself lower to the ground quicker.
That's a good job. We'll check the best laps quickly.
150.1 from Jacob, or 153 from Tex. Both times are significantly below mine. Now, I am in for quite an embarrassment, to be honest, in my 1v1, ladies and gentlemen. I need to pull my finger out a little bit, drive nice and smooth, and not hit as many fences. Try and maybe get a race win or two. That's my aim. Be in it. And if I can manage to win, I'll be chuffed. And I'll show full respect to my opponents. Sir 7.
Sir 7. I believe is related to Sir Extreme.
Oh, Jacob! Lovely. That was picture perfect, lad. And I know I used that expression yesterday, and I will try and work on getting more grammar into my...
Oh, he's got plenty of time.
He's got the time, though. He's got the time after that perfect. I think Tex made a mistake.
He did.
Yeah. I just saw the blue blip where he spawned.
I wondered where he was.
And Jacob's got this
last corner. I think that could have been a nice lap.
So that brings it to 1-1, guys. That's 1-1. Right. Any thoughts, Jack? Like,
yeah.
Can you see Jacob's nerves a little bit in his driving today?
I think losing that first race, he just thought he's got to win it. So, I mean, he nailed them brake boost off the curbs. He nailed the tube exit. He's in it to win it.
Yeah.
He's not messing around.
Fully agreed, man.
And a very nice lap by Jacob as well.
That final exit from that final tube was...
That was beautiful.
Heart in my mouth stuff. Heart in my mouth stuff, man.
G4.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, in chat and that, what are the matchups are you most looking forward to coming up? We've still got Biz versus Tyrese. I was going to try and pronounce his name properly, but no.
Bazoon.
We've got your boy Official versus Raz. Lazy versus Roby. I don't think that match has happened yet, unless they've done it in their own time. We've got Spartacus versus Ventura.
That one I'm
Bernie
looking
versus
forward to.
Gustavo. Nachos went through against Alex yesterday and fixed it, and Tex are playing off now. We have See My Build versus 28.
I have been asked to stream
Me
that one
versus
as well.
and Star Strider Fox versus Sir 7. We'll just leave, feel free to say you're looking forward to see Sir 7 by all means, but let's just leave me out of that.
Everyone in chat, tell Fox he can win it. You can do it, man.
No, let's not build my confidence up too much. But we are now well into the third race, going into the wall ride. Jacob with a lead, taking the wall ride.
Cool with it off.
Lovely, lovely.
He's not.
Tex
I
as
thought
well.
he was going. I thought he was going to
Tex
be
did it as well. Tex didn't lose too much time getting the wall ride as well.
Only problem is, everyone's said about it is the water, how it comes up randomly. So
it is. I know it's a bit of a dodgy opinion, but it is one of the things, because it's one of the levelers for me, if you know what I mean. It's something that can slow down the faster racers, and because I'm going a little bit slower on track sometimes, it's a bit easier for me to avoid the waves.
Official, are you here?
It just lowers that skill gap a little bit for me. And hello, Tom.
We have the world record holder, your boy Official, in the chat. What's your opinion on H200, Tom?
My poor dear, that's a question and a half, to be honest. It's one of those tracks where it's you either do really good on it or you do really bad on it. If you go for all of the shortcuts, like both ramp skips, the appropriate lines, the brake boost is key on that track if you're going for a good time.
Yeah.
If you go for it all, I wouldn't be surprised if you do mess up your lap, but if you can take your line, because everybody seems to have their own lines on H200, I think if you go the safe option, if you take the safe option, and you are consistent, because consistency is very key on that track, I think you're looking at a very good overall time. So yeah, just to reiterate, it's one of those tracks where it can either be really good for you, or it's just going to throw everything at you.
Yeah.
And that was your boy Official. Go check out his channel and show him support.
Check out his
commented
world
in the
record
chat.
videos, and I'm sure he's going to have other content coming out shortly as well. He's had a new video come out recently, didn't you, as well, Tom? The community highlight video for an endurance series.
I did. It's part of the new endurance series.
Jacob is brake boosting like a mad. Oh,
a little
Jacob!
bit of a spin. He's got enough of a lead to be able to handle the slight loss of speed there. I do want Tex to remember that he is up against one of the best racers in the game here, and he's got nothing to be embarrassed about at all.
Absolutely not.
As he did say, he's in this as much as anything for the fun. For this first one, this is his first 1v1 tournament, I believe.
Just Toes. Oh, Jacob!
Another barrier hit.
Gauntlet.
Could maybe just play it a touch safer. But again, a bit like Jack, unable to change his line too much. It's just what these guys are used to doing.
It's like Official said, we've all got our own lines.
Yep.
It's what we stick to.
And if they deviate too much, that's when the mistakes start to come in more. So they have to trust in themselves. They have to follow themselves.
Sorry, so what tracks he picked? Nah, that's fine. You'll do well on that, buddy. Wait, you said Thursday, 7 PM. We have a time for Tyrese and Biz's Friday. Friday at 7 PM UK time. 7 PM UK time. I'm assuming I'll be commentating that with Fox again.
Yeah, I'll be around. When's yours, Tom?
Tonight at 9.
Oh, so we have a.
That's up to these guys.
That's up to
That's up
official.
to
I
these
mean,
guys.
I'll
we're
be
free.
down.
We're
I
free
don't
if you
mind. I don't mind.
I'll be
That's on
down.
you.
need to, man.
So yeah, we have your boy official versus Raz Grid tonight at 9 PM, ladies and gentlemen. Tune back in for that. Jacob has managed to.
No, he's got to go up against, who was it? Luke or Kino first,
pull this one round.
and then in the
Put them
finals
over.
it'll be me, Zinacho, Ventura, Spartacus, Esco, any of them.
I would like to apologise if the commentary isn't quite flowing as well this morning. Well, I'd say this afternoon, but me and Jack were up till a significantly late time last night.
Oh, they both disliked.
Not fans of H200, I'm guessing.
Nah.
Not many people in the community seem to be a...
that was why I pointed out that it was a bit of an unpopular
Not many
point.
people seem to be a fan of it.
But I know exactly why I like it. Is because it is a slight leveller. Like, it slows some of the faster drivers down a bit. Gives me a little bit more of a shot.
Fox, you have the teams, don't you? Like the 1v1 opponents.
Yes.
Who is mobbing? Oh, he's against mobbing. Crew Zombies against mobbing.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Luke, for clearing that up.
Thank you very much, Luke. Hello, do you in chat?
Racing Alley. I'm not sure how these guys are on Racing Alley.
No, I was up against Tex yesterday, and he did give it a reasonable showing. He was taking the cuts nicely and stuff. Didn't make too many errors at all.
Racing Alley is one of them tracks I try to avoid personally.
But I haven't I think I've maybe raced with Jacob once in a lobby. I'm not 100% sure.
I race with Jacob quite a lot.
Yeah, so all I know is he is in that top bracket of racers.
So, could you watch the chat a sec?
Here we go. There's the first jump skip. It's his first corner into the wall ride. Anybody going for it? Nice, he's safe.
Also, I
Tex has
don't
done the same. Nice and
believe
safe.
Tekkas has a YouTube channel, but Jacob fixed it, fucked it, I'm not quite sure what his name is. He does have a YouTube, so if you would show some support to him, that'd be much appreciated.
Nice, we threw the tube from Jacob. He managed to get through the spinners lovely there.
His name is Jacob, and he's at some insane times on his YouTube channel. So please go show him some support.
Nice line through the tube. Up
The
this
last
jump
cut.
skip. Nice. Now this is the one I've been practicing a little bit of a risky strategy on that. I'd get my like the two back wheels off the track and the right one, and then I brake with the left one still on there to twist the car around underneath the platform a bit. I'm trying to give Jack a bit of excitement when I'm not here commentating with him.
Jacob's just done that full speed, didn't he?
Yeah, I
Oh!
believe so.
Oh, he's handled it!
Lovely. Perfect.
handling
That
by
is not
Jacob
a
there.
cut. That is not a cut I am comfortable with yet. I screw that up 95% of the time.
We know you only do
Hitting
this
that.
track for the coast-to-coast wall ride. I know you, Fox. It's the only reason you like this track, because that little wall ride. Oh,
I try it. I do give it a
Jacob!
go. Oh,
Oh!
nice catch. Nice save, Jacob. The lag had us terrified there, lad.
Oh, that was very close. Beautifully handled, though. Let's have a quick look at the best laps.
And here we go, nice and smooth through here. At the moment, it will just be Jacob with it being the first lap on a 37.664, and Tex with a 41.378. not too shabby a first lap from either driver. And here we are into the final tube again. A nice twisty loopy line onto the 2 boosts. That's the throttle.
I do apologise again for not being able to
Lovely.
spectate Techers.
But hopefully we're doing and taking on board the comment of focusing a little bit more on the driver that we're on, that you can see. Like we are I'm trying to mention Tex here and there as I see his car in the background.
Yeah.
But he's just coming down the hill. He's quite far behind at the moment. I think Jacob's going to have this race. Just nice
Hello,
and
Bennett.
smooth.
How are you, bro? Long time no see. Oh, Jacob is going risky on that, but he's hitting the wall. That's twice he's done that.
We'll get there.
Okay, I thought he was going to go for the wall right then.
I thought he was. And
Yes.
he seemed to just pull out of it. Decided to stay with the safe approach, keep his nice lead going.
Do you think he was tempted too, Fox?
I think he was tempted. Like you know us, we're stunt racers, man. We're tempted by them all, but
Yeah.
we have to teach ourselves not to go for everything in these situations.
Especially in a tournament like this.
No, it's like this is not hot lapping. We need to just handle the pressure we feel. You know, it's completely different situations. Just going for your best laps, like different pressure.
Also, everyone, you're probably wondering, you probably won't see
Nice.
double loop, chili head and zebra in this playlist
Nice.
because they were banned.
Yes,
I'm not
Double
sure
loop.
why chili head was.
double loop because the checkpoint glitch that some
Yeah.
of you cheeky bastards would quite happily abuse.
And then we all just kick off and it all just goes, oh. I don't know. But yeah, those 3 tracks have been banned.
And
a
no,
nice
to be honest, I'm pretty sure everybody in the 1v1 tournament would be good enough to have avoided using the checkpoint glitch during the
think so.
playlist.
Yeah, I mean, if you just say it, if they do it, just disqualify. Like,
No, all these racers really do have quite a great amount of respect for each other as drivers. Obviously there's a competitive spirit and they all want to beat each other and they
Yeah.
can't stand losing to the other, but there's a lot of respect.
I think that's why this community is just an amazing thing. Everyone gets along. We all battle.
Well, it's what I'm finding, Jack, is like as I said earlier, as I'm just coming into it, I'm finding it extremely welcoming from everybody, like especially you guys in pros, but the whole community as well. Ventura's, I've messaged him and had messages with him. Seems like a lovely fella.
A huge
A few other
thanks
members
to
of the community that have added me and been racing with me recently. It's been wonderful distraction during this
a huge
strange
thanks to Bish.
locked-in time.
Huge thanks to Bish or Floppy for creating this amazing GTA community, keeping it lively with all these events.
Mm. Thank you very much, Tyrese.
You best be supporting him in his 1v1 then, Tyrese.
And here we go. Going into, I believe, we're
Wall
on to wall
climb. I believe this was Jacob's choice. He has got a 209, the only 209 on here, I believe.
Wow.
Yep. He's got it on his YouTube, so go check that out.
Yeah, I will be going to check that line out later, ladies and gentlemen. Try and shave another couple of seconds off my time. I will not get down to Jacob's standard, but you know, I might be able to get myself down to like a 2:13, 2:12. I find personally as well that I have to watch a few different people's lines and stitch certain different people's stuff together because I can't handle doing everything one driver can do sometimes, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can't do all the things like you can do with a car, or Luke, or Jacob, so I have to see the bits that I can do from all of you and then try and mesh it together a little bit.
Whoa. Did Jacob just loot that?
He did. I've
was
not
fucking-
seen that before. That seems to be a bit more dangerous, I'd say.
I mean, he's pulled it off, so fair play to
He
him.
did.
I was not expecting
He did.
that.
He's starting to put on a bit of a show for the audience now.
Huge respect to Jacob for that.
That's a nice little new line through there. Giving us all a little something to have a little think about.
Come up to the slow down strips, which in my opinion they're just a pain in the neck.
Oh, I think he got the double stop there. I don't think he managed to break through it as he can do sometimes a little bit. I always fail that double clutch down the hill. I just can't get the timing of the acceleration down the hill compared to on a straight yet.
It's just the stacking your back wheels touch the thing, you press R1 and it should work.
Okay, so it's literally as soon as you come down the hill. Yeah, lovely. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, another top tip here from our professional racers in the GTA community. This is something I'm really enjoying having. I really enjoyed having Official come on the mic earlier and be able to give us some insight into H200. And that's something we will be looking at bringing into the streams and the commentary as well. We will be bringing in other top racers from the community to give insights here and there on the drivers they know and the tracks they know well.
See, just that brake boost off that curve, like, oh man. This is just some next level stuff for me.
And you see, he's beaten my best lap on his first lap, ladies and gentlemen. A 2:16.9. I think I have a 2:17.8. He's a full second quicker than me on my best lap on his first lap. This is what I'm up against.
I won't tell you what world record is then for first lap.
No, don't break it. Don't do it to me.
I believe it's a 2:32.14.
Like, Furnace is down to a 2:10 on fucking Vespucci on his first lap.
World record for that is 2:08, unofficially by Ventura.
I think my best lap ever was 2:12 in Vivati, and I've not managed to break that yet, unfortunately.
Jacob seems to be standing strong at third place. He's got them slow.
There we go. He got that perfect.
That was beautiful.
That's how you want to go through there. It slows the car down, but you do not stop.
Immortal
And
Techers. How far do you think he's behind Fox?
Well, he's at least. He's not come around the corner.
Oh,
yet.
Jacob!
Oh
no! Does he have time to respawn and get? He does, but Immortal Techers.
Tex is now coming up with speed behind him. He's just coming up the wall into the tube himself. He's just cut back that lead in half. Jacob comes off the tube a bit. Oh, Jacob!
Oh!
Nice save, Jacob.
That was very nicely done.
Adding in a little bit of drama for the commentary. Maybe Jacob hasn't felt the commentary's been lively enough yet. Because, like I have said, it's very early for me and Jack, and we've not fully woken up. But boy, is Jacob now making us do so. He's put our hearts in our mouths a couple of times. He's been playing it risky even since his mistake on Big Drop. He's not let it affect him at all. He's carried on. Round there nicely. That's a barrier I have a lot of problems with.
I believe that Big Drop loss has really pushed him. He's woken up. Because it is, wow. Yeah, is that half-1 here in the afternoon?
Yeah.
He's done that again.
He's done it all 3 times, Jack. All 3 times.
Is that quicker or is it slower? Like, sure.
And yeah, like Jacob, I guess he knows the lines. He knows the way.
I like how none of them are going for the risky ramp skip.
Brake boost. No, like Jack, you're just one of the few that just does these things for fun and just gives it a no if it fails, man.
You love my nose, let's be honest.
That's why I gave it a shout out.
Thank you.
No, and
Yo, Butch, how are you, man?
here comes Jacob. Up in, he's
Final
about
tube.
to be hitting the final wall, up into the final tube. And like, something I'm noticing now is I don't quite hit that tube far enough on the right side initially, and then stay on the left side of the tube long enough before I pull up and round, and that I lose quite a bit of speed there, I think. So
Oh, we got some speed.
if any other drivers in the stream have that issue as well, like, keep your eye out for that. Just try and smooth your lines up a little bit more.
And a nice win by
Here
Jacob.
Jacob's got it. I'd say like maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds tops. But as we have pointed out, Tex is up against the top racer here, and this is Tex's, I believe it's his first 1v1, right, Jack?
Who's Tekker's?
Tex.
I believe it is, but there's a chance he took part in past ones as well, because there used to be quite a few 1v1 tournaments going around.
Well, it's certainly going to be his first time on stream.
Yeah.
And with commentary. Like, I'm guessing this is going to be adding a whole different level of nerves for some of the racers, adding a whole different edge to it. Like, because we will occasionally be pointing out the mistakes and stuff, and everybody can see the errors that are being made. All eyes are on them at the moment. Well, certainly with Jacob at this point, because unfortunately with the spectating thing, you can't see text.
Plummet 1, this does come down to brake boost off curbs, I think.
It has put a significant amount of pressure upon Jacob. And here we go. I know Tex does get really nice curb boosting down here, but
To go to the right side.
That's a brake boost. Missed that one. Got that one.
And
Got that one.
He's gaining.
Got that one. Yeah, he is.
He's gaining.
He's
Into
gone.
first. He's taken off.
He's gone. That brake boosting's so powerful.
That is.
He's pulled away a good 0.23 seconds, and he missed a couple of them, and it did cost him a bit of time initially. But then he got it into gear, and he started getting his timing down, and he was hitting them, and he's going for them again. Look, you see the brake lights flashing on as he flicks over the curb. Seems to be just as he goes over the peak of the curb. And I'm guessing Jack's gone a little bit quiet just so he can try and pay attention to the timing of it and try and pick it up a bit. He's determined to get this, not let some of these racers come up and take his world records. He's not going to allow it easily, are you, Jack?
I am not.
He refuses to let the brake boosting be the end of him. Oh, a nice brake boost off the landing there, Jacob. I'm pretty sure that's what Jack's attempting to do right now. He's paying attention to the brake lights and the timing of it.
Sorry if I'm being quiet, but I really do need to learn this trick.
Yeah. That was why I pointed it out, why it's gone quiet. Yeah, we've had the world record on plummet broken twice recently, haven't we? The GG, and then who was it that broke it after Spartacus?
No one.
No one, okay, so it's
No,
just the one Spartacus.
Crew Zombie got a second place, but GG Spartacus knocked him down to third.
Okay, yeah. There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Immortal Techers is not too far behind though.
No, he's not, he's just...
Jacob did mess
just
up that
straightened out.
corner.
He's just able to take it slightly easy, isn't he? He's not having to push it as hard. But then that leads, as I've pointed out, that when you guys are just not going at your guys' normal speed, that's when the mistakes creep in a little bit on corners and stuff. Sometimes.
I just don't understand how consistently he's getting these brake bursts off these curves. I think it's absolutely insane.
Yeah. Like, what time is he going to get here?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Jacob!
Oh, Jacob!
No!
Oh, the drama he's added twice again, ladies and gentlemen. He's just pushing a little bit too hard for the curves there.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
But again, just adding that little spicy bit of drama for us that we all love on YouTube. So we can't complain.
GG's to Immortal Tackers for that win. Oh, he's put
nice job, Tex, with a nice clean drive there. No major mistakes. It allowed you to come in and swoop up the victory. I think Jacob was on for an under 3 minutes, but I'm not sure by how much.
He did mess up that corner as well, so he did lose time.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it was quite world record pace. What is the world record, Jack?
2:55.
2:55. And yeah, that's GG Spartacus. He's up against Ventura.
Yeah. We're on to the final track, which is Gauntlet, you said?
Mhm.
Oh, one of my favourites.
Yeah. This is one of, as you all saw yesterday, this is one of Jack's favourites. Like, he has these tube exits down to an absolute T. To me, personally, it's the first tube. And it's the easier of the two. I in my head, but I fail it so often. I always go too left, just too low, clip the corner and spin off. And here we go.
Hopefully none of them get bricked on that final bit. That's horrible to see.
Jacob just using, he just used that. You see the way he tilted his car up, just allowing the car to pull forward more. That strange, like, gravity glitch that they have on motorcycles and the bottom of cars. But like I've mentioned, it's just not as strong on the cars. It will not pull you to the moon if you're upside down.
He's still brake these stuff curves.
And he's pulled himself 0.2 seconds ahead. Looking good around these bends, nice and tidy. I smash that fence too hard quite often as I go around that corner.
First tube exits. That should be interesting to see.
There's that lovely little boost line from Jacob. You see the car bumping up and down as it hits it.
Very nicely by Jacob. And can we see Tekkers? He's done it as well. Very nice.
Do not get that perfect. Tex is good on this track. He's got good exits on both tubes.
I believe this was a Mortal Tackles choice, or I'm Tekkers' choice.
I think so, with the way he raced it against me yesterday. I so. Right, he's getting these tube exits down very nicely, Tex. That boost on again. You just see that back end of the car jump up and down slightly, and that's when you know that the car's moving at terminal velocity through these tubes. You just need to keep trying to find that. If you do have vibration in on your control pad, you can feel the boost lines through it, the vibration, and you want to be on the part that vibrates most as you can, like as much as possible.
Tekkers land on the top of it? No? Oh, I didn't.
I think he just took a slightly different, maybe slightly safer line through the exit of that final tube than Jacob, and Jacob's line was slightly quicker there.
It's very frustrating.
Oh, and there's that dab of brake as well as the handbrake you were talking about, Jack.
Yeah, well, a lot of people do it. People don't do it. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, it's something that I'm seeing a few of the top racers do, but It's not something you see in general lobbies, but it does give you a much softer landing onto the tube, and you're less likely to kick off it.
Can he?
and
Can he?
fall off. Nice catch, Jacob.
Nice.
Just
Recovered.
caught that. You can see back end all scratched and bent up after that little prang on the back right. Just used it a little bit to get the car to spin back round into the right position.
Luke, it is wins. I don't know what happened in the chat last night, but it is wins. I had Foxtrot come to me last night and said he DNF'd 4 races. I told him I won and he got confused. I said it comes down to how many wins you've got, not points. But still,
Yeah,
even if you do win, we still want you to try in the last race, even if you have won it.
Yeah, it's because like if you obviously like you do end up feeling like you've not put in a good enough performance and you're not feeling great about it, then we will understand and we're not going to hold it against you. But at the same time, like we just do what you do, guys. Like you can put on a hell of a show for some of the viewers, and it's stuff that a lot of us cannot do.
Oh,
so it's
yes.
Exciting watch for us.
Luke, who is your opponent? Luke's 1v1 is 10 PM tomorrow.
He's against C-Bike.
He's against C-Bike, the leader of ITRC, the Italian race crew.
The Italian race crew, yeah.
Yes.
I've come up against C-Bike many times. He's a good
at 10
racer.
PM UK tomorrow. Which I will be streaming. The only problem with points was people were bringing up that. No!
Oh, and Jacob just messed the tube up. He's reset instantly.
Oh,
Texas got the lead, so he's just gone a little bit too far to the left on the exit there. Not quite slow enough, a bit too much speed. Just flung him out a bit too far. And that's what I mean. That tube to me is the riskier of the two. It seems the less safe, but I mess up that first one much more.
People take it a lot quicker.
Jacob just pushing a bit too hard. Yeah, Jacob just taking that hard.
Connected the tube nicely. Yes, but the problem with points is if you get some rockstar, excuse my language, but bullshit, and you DNF because of it, I think that's the main reason why people get frustrated. Like,
yeah, if you get a 15-second respawn.
Yeah, like Black's, yeah.
And we know that there is a propensity, like it is something that can maybe be done in the future. It just needs to be made clear to the racers and drivers beforehand, so they know what they're coming into before they sign up to it. Because they've all just gone on the assumption that it was going to be the same as the previous tournaments, and
you gotta remember that it is held
that's
by
now
different hosts.
that is now what we've gone with. We had a little discussion in the chat last night, and it seems to have been that the agreement that we now go down to the races won rather than points at this time. But it is something we are potentially willing to play around with, just giving correct notices to people so they know what they're coming into, so there's no surprises for them.
A nice 255 by multi-tackers. 256. Very nice times there.
So I'm guessing that 256 was on his first lap.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh no.
I think it's just the tube. Yeah. It's just where it bats in around the tube rather than.
I thought he had to respawn then. I was gonna say.
Nicely out of the tube there. I believe that Jacob has pulled back a bit of time because Tex hasn't gone round this corner yet. It's just at the top of the straight here.
Well, Tex had a tube exit.
And he had got a bit of a lead after that final tube on the last lap. Previous lap, sorry. This is the last lap. There you go, that little bumpety bump. That boost. Glitchy on the camera there, I don't know why.
Jacob. Oh, did
Lovely, that is nice. Tex went quite low down the ramp there. He kept a bit high out of the tube.
Will Jacob be able to catch him?
Unless he makes a significant mistake, though, he hit the ground. What, 3 seconds before Jacob here?
And then can he connect to the tube to keep his lead?
Yep, that's as long as he doesn't make a massive error. If he connected, yeah, he's driving down the tube. As long as he handles these corners nicely, he should have this win. Jacob
hold on
is
a minute.
clawing it. Jacob is clawing it back.
He's chasing him down.
It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Oh!
Oh! Oh! Jacob!
A mistake for both.
Oh my God!
Oh!
Jacob!
Oh! Jacob's cost him slightly more time there, but that added a nice little bit of drama to come across the finish line with, ladies and gentlemen. But Jacob takes this after 7 races.
Jacob got the most wins.
Tex has put on a good performance. 2:55.4 from Jacob and a 2:55.6 from Tex. Nice laps from both.
Oh man, that shit me up, that did.
Yeah.
If Jacob would have played that safe, he would have had that.
Woo.
But you can't tell what Tekkers would have done.
And as I pointed out, is like you guys, you struggle to play it too safe because you just need to follow the lines that you follow.
Congrats
that
to
was the final race.
Jacob.
It's the final points as well were 96 to 93. So if it was on points as well, it would have gone to Jacob.
Congrats to Jacob and GG's to Tekkers.
Fantastic drive from both lads there. Great performance. A fantastic watch.
I'll do it in a second when I'm ending my stream. So, Fox.
Yeah.
What's your final opinion after that 1v1?
Well, I'm just getting more and more nervous for what I've got myself into. You know, it's like this is a whole different level than what than I'm at. You know, but I'm here for the fun. Like this is my little way into the community, introducing myself to some of the guys and the racers, and that in a nice, friendly way. So I'm here for the fun as much as anything. I'm going to try my best. I'm not going to hand anybody a victory, so to say. But at the same time, it is basically going to be like taking a candy off a baby for some of you. So we'll just take it race by race, meet some of you, have a chat here and there, and it's all going to be good, you know. Wonderful fun. But Jacob and Tex, like I say, most of you guys are just on a completely different level to me.
Jacob
Does Fixed It have a mic, do you know?
He does, but I don't know if it's working.
If he does, we could maybe, and he's free for a couple of minutes, just ask a few thoughts on his race, how he's feeling about the next round.
Is his mic... I'm not sure if his mic is working.
Yeah, no worries. If not, just some more things we can potentially bring in the future. A bit of interviewing of the drivers after the race. I know Tex hasn't got a mic yet.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not suggesting Tex. Not that I would do if he had a mic.
Anyways, I think that's it for this 1v1 round. Jacob goes on to the next round. Do you want to have a quick look who his opponent might be for the next round, Fox? If you've got it.
Let me have a quick look. I was just quickly messaging Tex back. Just asked us if he somehow didn't pick up we were streaming it.
I'll put it in the chat.
I know.
Unbelievable by Immortal Techers.
I think Immortal Techers may have just been a bit focused on the 1v1, which we fully understand. He might just not have been paying attention to his phone and just focused on the messages from Jacob to get the playlist started.
Unbelievable.
Jack can have his tongue in the cheek a little bit more here and pull people's legs.
Nah, it's just joking around. No problem. Not even putting in the
Where
chat.
are my images?
Let's have a look who Jacob might be up against for the next round.
Just having to scroll through the chat here, sorry ladies and gentlemen. I've lost my images on my phone again.
Fox, I think we'll make a private chat and send them to each other just so we have it there.
Yeah.
That's a pretty Ferris wheel, isn't it? So many colours.
So, he's got Nacho. That's
So
going to be
he's
a
got
match and a
Nacho.
half for the second round. That is a match and a half.
That will be one to look
we've
forward
got,
to.
Yeah, we've got Fixed It versus Z Nacho 185, ladies and gentlemen. We're not quite sure when that will come up yet. That'll be some point next week. We're going to get the first round out of the way first, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the semi-finals
Saturday?
of Group 1 of the first groups.
I think it ends on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I think it's Monday. All the matches have to be completed by my matches on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the 16th. Oh yeah, that is Saturday. Yeah.
Same like the
Yep,
2 week,
that's-
yeah.
So my match is going to be one of the final matches of the first round, so I need to put in a lot of practice.
Fox, do you have anything else to add before we go?
Just that I am seriously looking forward to. We've got Tom's coming up later on. We've got Luke's. We've got Ventura and Gigi. It's just looking really good. The lineups. We've got Keno as well still to come. It's just looking really tasty.
Right.
Let's keep it going.
Now, I want to shout out your boy Official, so go check out his channel. Tell me Vortex, the one who set up this 1v1 tournament. Remember to go show them all support, as well as Jacob. He has a YouTube, just type in Jacob, it should pop up. He's got some amazing times on there. And yeah, comment or private message me and Fox to tell us how we did, and if you're enjoying these commentating videos. It is different for us. We haven't actually had it on stunt races.
Any little bits of feedback, because like I say, as long as it's not just calling us little bitches, we'll take it quite well and try and take some of it on board.
Yep, we'd love the feedback. Anything to work on.
Try and make this as good as we can for the community. It's a new little addition.
Even if you put it's a little bit cringe because you're used to us racing, not commentating, that's perfectly fine. We'll take it.
You can't really say that about me though. You know, none of you are going to be used to me racing yet, so I can get away with that, Jack.
Well, I can't. It's fine for some of us, Fox. No. I am spectating.
Mate, if that's the case, Jack, we'll just let you get back to the driving, lad.
And also, make sure to go check out Let's Play Up, the one that has inspired me to start commentating on people's racing. And obviously, if you have a 1v1 coming up and you're not going to stream, please message me or Star, Strider, Fox to organise with us, and we will stream and commentate for you.
Yeah, we will try and get it done. If Ventura or Gigi are watching, we would really like to stream your matchup, and we will get in touch if one of you don't get in touch in the next few hours, really.
Absolutely.
So just a pre-warning.
I think... Is that all from you, Fox?
That's all from me. Thank you all very much. Please hit the like and subscribe for Jack. That'd be wonderful.
See you later in the evening to watch Official versus... Oh, I can't remember. Razgrid. That's going to be... I've seen Razgrid race. I'm surprised he didn't pick Rat on, actually. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I'll see you later.
See you later, guys.